The point of doing this is that we're wrapping up our unit on immigration, when we're wrapping up all our journal writing, and so what I want to do is sort of review some of the things that we've learned, and I want us to talk about some of the factual information that we found out, and to refresh all of our memories about what all the important pieces are, okay? So if you want to share something from the beginning of your journal, or in the middle of your journal, or your experiences at Ellis Island, it's up to you. But we're all going to try to participate, okay? The purpose of the journal is to assess where they are in terms of analyzing and synthesizing all the things that they learned throughout the 4 weeks that we've been studying immigration, and again to develop and to see what to make the study seem more real and more personal to them.
I hear Mom, Pop, and Granny talking about a land called America constantly. They say it's not crowded there, and they say they have high hopes. I don't know exactly what they mean, but I think maybe they mean we are going to America. I don't know much about America, but from what I hear, it's wonderful. I even hear the streets are paved with gold.
Excellent. Okay, so what's one thing that we talked about? I read you guys out of the book, and they were talking about how the Irish girl talked about some of the myths that she had heard about America. Anybody remember what that was?
September 14th, 1899. Dear Diary, so much has happened. I forgot to tell you some other things that happened at Ellis Island. I must have been in a daze, but I will add what I forgot. One was that I found out that if you couldn't read or write, you could have problems. Obviously, I can do both. So can Papa, Anna, and Evie, but Mama can only write cooking recipes in her name. We did get through okay. Luckily, I can speak a little English. So I interpreted for them. I can say all the dates of birth, places of birth, and full names. Mother looked shocked. I told her afterwards that I had learned it from an English cook. What a lie I have never told before now. She believed me, too. I actually studied it from a book Aunt Julie and Uncle Hans sent me secretly before the voyage. Anyway, now we are here. Tomorrow I start work. It is only a part-time job, so I can still go to school. All the children in this family are lucky. I am lucky because I know some English because of the book. Anna is lucky because she is young and can therefore learn things faster. Evie is lucky for the same reason. More later. Sincerely, Lydia Peterson.
Lydia, how come you included that piece about the language? Why did you do that?
Because I thought that it was necessary, because otherwise I thought that some people might, that it might not seem as real.
They have rats on the ship and they have roaches. I have not met anyone to play with, and I have this narrow bed. It is not very clean down here, and it is very crowded. They do not give us very much food. All they give us is bread and tea. My food has a worm in it now, but I'm so hungry I could eat it. They have way better food in first class, and they have their own cabins to sleep in. I can't write anymore because it's getting dark. See ya.
All right, excellent. So what did Jermaine hit upon? Where were some of the facts
there? That the food wasn't very good, and it was cold. It was dark.
That didn't sound like a sort of journey that you
That the first and second class got a lot better food than the steerage.
My overriding goal for the project was that the students be able to relate to the topic, so I wanted them to realize that they have some relationship to immigration and the history of immigration and what that is, based on maybe their family heritage or whatever that might be. So that was my overriding goal, for them to be able to relate to the information, not just feed sort of facts and figures and things. Job. But what I want you to do now is we've sort of shared some of the information that we've written about, and we've talked about some of the facts and things, and we're coming to the end of our journal writing. So what I'd like you to do is think about how you're going to sort of tie it all together. How are you going to wrap it up and conclude your journal? I know, Lydia, didn't you talk a little bit about your family going off somewhere else to settle?
We said that we might go to Kansas because there was a whole bunch of farmland there.
Good. So you might think about, what's going to be happening next to your character, to you in your journal. Are you going to be staying in New York City? Are you going to be traveling? If you were farmers in Germany, are you going to be settling somewhere like Wisconsin or somewhere where we know there were lots of, where there was farmland for people? So what I'd like you to do is take a few minutes. Maybe you're just going to write about your dreams for you and your family and your hopes, because they're hoping for so many things. What is it are you hoping for? What is your family hoping for?